Alright, so we're back with another anime review, and today's show is going to be Love Unseen Beneath the Clear Night Sky, episode number 1. Alright, so this first episode got me kind of interested in where the story's going to go. I kind of got an idea about the main male lead, like what his story is going to be about, because it seems like he has some type of, he's worried about like reading the atmosphere too much, and trying not to make any waves, like he said in the beginning in the first scene. He's not trying to even make any ripples. Like, he's just trying like to blend in into the background and just not stand out at all. Now I find that interesting because like the female lead, she's a blind girl. So if you have like a disability, you're always gonna stand out, and even the people that's around you gonna stand out too, because they're the ones that's helping you out. Now this kind of reminds me of A Silent Voice, where even I remember her name was Shoko, and even the girl that tried to help her out, that stood up for her, even stood out too, so she also got bullied. So, and I don't think bullying is going to happen in this show, but I find that the first scene was kind of interesting because like these two girls were sitting alone, like because apparently when the other guys at the party figured out that that girl had a disability, that she was blind, they just left they just left the table. So like I said, I kind of see where the story is going with the main male character's story and the plot with his personality, because I feel that the story might go along the lines of he might try to become more outgoing, and he might not mind standing out too much. Now it said that, you know, it showed like a little bit of backstory where he talked about a little bit where like his mother was like a single mother, so she had to live with other relatives, and since he was like living at someone else's house, so he just tried not to cause too many problems. So that's where his whole problem comes from. Now I kind of understand that, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit too serious just because of that. I wonder if something else happened. And there was even a scene like later on in the episode where basically the main female character, what's her name, Fuyusuki, like she said that she was handicapped, and she said it so naturally, and she didn't really hesitate in saying it. And that got the main male character, what's his name, Serrano, he was just kind of like kind of weirded out by that, or I'll say like, or he was kind of surprised by that, because usually people would try to be more usually people would be more insecure about their problems, because he's insecure that his mother grew up because he grew up with a single mother. Oh, and I can also say I'm getting kind of frustrated with this main character in the first episode, because he kept on hesitating with helping out the blind girl, where it's like yeah, what's her name, Fuyusuki, yeah, she's blind and all that, so people don't, I guess he just does, like I said, he doesn't want to cause any waves, he doesn't want to stand out, so he doesn't even want to help the blind girl out sometimes, or like, because like he was in the classroom, she dropped her walking stick, and then he had like an internal monologue where he's like, he was happy that nobody was around because I guess he didn't want them to see him helping her out. So I thought that was kind of weird, because like he's taking it a little bit too far, because I know that he doesn't want to stand out, but come on, you gotta at least help the blind girl out when she needs help, because like he ain't gonna just, like surely he ain't gonna just sit there and watch it if somebody's around. So anyway, after he picked up a walking stick, apparently he didn't have nothing to do the next period, and she didn't have nothing to do either, so they just hung out. So they went to the vending machine. They started, I guess she had a couple laughs at his expense, because he got kind of confused, because when she said that's her vending machine, he thought that she owned the company that sells vending machines. It's like, no, like that's the vending machine he always goes to. It's like, it's not that complicated. So I thought it was kind of goofy. But also like he hung out with her and all that. So like he's cool with hanging out with the blind girl, but he's not cool with helping her out. I'm trying to figure out. But they were alone, so maybe he doesn't have a problem if they're alone. Well, anyway, at the end of the episode, Fuyusuki and Serrano, they exchange numbers, and I guess they're going to become friends and all that. So I guess like the plot of the story is that he's going to fall in love with her as he's helping her out with that one class, or he might just start helping her out around college altogether. Also, that's another thing I wanted to mention about this show. Yeah, like they're apparently in college, so this is a adult cast anime. At least that's what it says on my anime list. So I kind of find that interesting, or I find that kind of refreshing, because like usually it takes place in high school. So I want to see how they're going to play it out now that they're in college. Maybe they might have a more mature relationship. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this first episode, and I can't wait to see the next one. Well, anyway, that's my review for this episode. If you liked this episode or didn't like this episode, leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. And if you enjoy my content, want to think about subscribing, I appreciate it. Anyway, that's all. Take care.